I'm just going. Okay. What was my screen is visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Once I will run the project here, I will close it and I will run it again. Run as server, select the server, finish. See, okay. Now, what will happen when the customer gets the registered will be sent to the admin page. Okay, like I will show you once. See, admin page, accept login. Okay, login successfully, and here when you click on the view customers, here the customer data will be there. Here you can accept and reject the customer. Okay, when he gets registered, you will get where the status will be pending. It will be show you accept and the reject. Okay, now today we when the status was accepted, okay, when he click on accepted, he don't need to show this accept and reject. Okay, simply we can give the button as a accepted button, so it will be accepted. Okay, when the status was pending, then only we need to give these two buttons, which is nothing but accept and reject buttons. When the status was pending, when the customer will be pending, when he gets registered, then the status will be on pending by default. So then after whatever the actions the admin takes, like accept or rejects, so if it status was accepted, then we will show it as accepted. If the status was rejected, then we will show the rejected button. Okay, and one more thing, this is a one way we will do. So when the admin accepts a customer, then only he can log in. Like when the customer logs in, gmail.com. Okay, invalid login credentials, gmail.com. I think my password is Radha. Okay, login successful. Then only when the admin accepts the customer, then only the customer will get logged in. Okay, so this is one thing, and one more thing I need to say you is I will admin@gmail.com. So here when I click on the view customer, the data is get displayed in the tabular form. Okay, this is in the tabular form, but we can display this data with image. Okay, here I didn't tell you about how to display the image. Okay, today I will explain about that image, and today I will explain about how to display the customer details with his image in the cards. The cards is nothing but here we are showing all the data in the tabular forms, right? The card is nothing but it will be like, see here in the home button. See, this is a cards. Okay, here we will display the image of the customer, and here we will display the data. Okay, like email, name. So these are the cards. Okay, so for one customer it will display as one card, and for second, third, so it will be like in the name of the presentations, we can update our code from table. Present now the data is displayed in the tabular forms, but for a good presentation, okay, so we can use that cards in our view customer tables. First I will explain about how to display the image of a person. When he get registered, he send that image data. Okay, the image data was stored in our database, right? In our industry, in our customer tables. Okay, in our customer tables, here we have the image. Okay, here we have the image. Okay, now we need to display the person image in the admin. Okay, here we need to display his image. Now first I will show you how to display the image in the tabular columns. Okay, now we will go to our code. Okay, in this admin, this is an admin customer tables, right? So here I have the heading as image. In the fifth column, just I have simply given the image name. So here we need to take one tag that is nothing but image tag. Okay, inside the image tag we have the source attribute. Okay, here we need to give the source of that image, and here we can select the width. Okay, what is the width of the pic, what you're sending into the source, the what is the width and what is the height of that pic. Okay, and one more thing, we have 150 pixel, and another attribute is alt. The alt means, see, whenever we get the error in displaying the image, that alt, in this alt attribute, what we are writing, okay, I am writing like image error. Okay, image error, so it will be displayed when we occurs a error in the image. Okay, now see, here we need to give the source of that image. So we need to give that source where the image was stored in the database. Okay, so we need to retrieve first that image in one page, and we need to give that page address. Like, see, in this source I am giving as admin, okay, customer view image. Okay, view image dot jsp. Okay, I'm taking one jsp page, and by using query parameter, okay, like question mark, and we need to send that page whoever the customer, you need to display that his id. Okay, now the id was stored in the database, select everything, and that is in the first column. Okay, by use here I need to give the name. The name is nothing but id. Okay, after that, by using expression tag, I am sending the data of this customer id. I am sending customer ID to the page admin customer view image. In this admin customer view image, based on the customer ID, we need to retrieve the image, whatever it is stored in the database. Okay, so now first I need to create this page. Okay, in where we create the new file in the web app. Okay, in our project we have web app. Inside the web app, we will create a new file that is nothing but JSP file. Okay. Now, this is our new file. Okay. Now, this is admin customer view page is in a backend. So I am simply using here industry. We can use the heading also. That will not cause any error for us. Now, okay. First, what we need to do, first thing is we need to connect with our database, because we need to retrieve the whatever the image he was stored, it was in the database. So for that we need to connect with our database. For connection, I have created separate file connect.jsp. So I am including that connect.jsp file in admin view customer image. Okay, admin customer view image. So I am including that connection file, that is nothing but connect.jsp. Now we are connected with our database. Now what we need to do inside the scriptlet tags, what we are doing in our admin customer file, here we are sending the id. So here we need to retrieve that id. So integer id equals to, this is in the integer form, so we need to pass that, pass, and the request dot get parameter, and what is the parameter name? I have given id, right, in the link. See here, I will show you. See this is a, here we have the id. Okay, that is a name. So based on that id we are retrieving the pass, and okay, I will retrieve the id of the customer. Now here, first what we need to do is, here we need to import some classes, that is nothing but java dot io dot everything. Like, whenever we deal with the files or images, uh, we need to import some classes. Okay, that is nothing but Java input and output streams. Whenever we upload the image, there we will use a lot of classes like com.servlet, com.really, java.io, java.util. Okay, all those things. But whenever we need to display the image, here we will use the java.input output streams. Now we use the servlet. Okay, servlet output stream. Here I will create one variable output stream kk equals to response dot get output stream. Okay, here we am creating one string. Okay, get output, oh sorry, output string. Okay, after that, here by using try, we need to use a try and catch block. Why we use try and catch block? For exception handling. If any error gets in the try block, it will show it in our console. Okay, dot print stack trace. Okay, now inside our try block, here we need to write the code like using prepare statement. We need to execute first prepare statement ps equals to con dot prepare statement. Here we need to write the query. What is a query? We need to select the image. Okay, so for that, select what is the column name we have. Here we have the column name as image in the customer table. So select image, sorry, here select image from what is the table name, customer. Which image you need to get, you need to retrieve where 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 customer id. Here we are retrieving the customer id, right? Here this is a customer id now. Okay, so I need to set that value to this placeholder. This is the first placeholder, right? So here we need simply ps dot set integer of 1 comma id. The customer id was stored in this id variable, so I'm setting that value. Okay, for usage of for retrieval, we will use the result set. That is nothing but result set rs equals to, what we need to do, we need to execute this query, right? ps dot, one second guys, result set. Okay, in the connect file, does we, okay, one second, connection file. Okay, here we didn't use that. So rs equals to ps dot execute, oh sorry, see here we need to give that capital so that it will get our execute query method. Now, okay, now again I am taking one string to find the image, to store the image length. That is nothing but one empty string. Okay, now in the while loop, by looping our rs, okay, by looping our rs, we will store, will get the this image length. So what we need to do here, I already declared there image length equals to, we need to give the rs dot get string of, okay, so this we have to write it in the inside of while loop. Okay, because the rs result will be in the while loop itself. So what length we need to do here, we need to give the image length. That is nothing but in which column, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So in the ninth column, the image length will be there. Now next, after we need to here the it will be stored in our image length. Okay, that string. Now we need to find the length of it. So by using integer length equals to image, okay, image length. Here we have the image, right? So by using the inbuilt method length, here we will get the length of that image, and it will be stored in the integer length. Now we need to take the one byte array, okay, one byte array, where here we will convert that image into our byte by using our length variable. Okay, now after that, by using our input stream, read image, okay, we need to read that image by using rs dot get binary stream, binary stream binary stream of what is that image we have. We need to read this image in the ninth column, right? So we need to give that ninth column. Okay, now after that, okay, after that I need to take, I'm taking one input index equals to read image dot read. First we are setting to read that image, and that is nothing but rp length from 0 to len length. And next I am closing our peers. I'm closing our peers, and we need to set the response dot reset. Response dot reset. I am resetting the response. And now here we have created a servlet output stream, right? So there we need to write, to display image rp0 comma length. Okay, now after that, okay, this has to be 0, not the O. And after the while loop, I am closing the stream. I'm closing our stream, and yeah, I think this is enough to display our image. So here it will retrieve the image because it is in the binary, okay, binary data. So we need to convert those into binary data, and we need to write it in our page. So this is a code we use to display the image in our file. So now we will check it whether it's working or not. Okay, now this is a customer page, right? I will just refresh it. See, here we are getting the error. Okay, see what we have written in the alt, it is displaying as image error. Okay, now what is the error here? We need to take, and we need to check it here. Get output stream has, okay, select image for this response, and get output stream. Okay, column index out of range 9. Oh, sorry. See, if here we use everything, then we need to take it as a ninth column, because we are selecting everything from this in this table. So I am counting where the column of the image is there. But here, instead of the asterisk, we have used directly the column name. So we are selecting directly the column name of this image. So here we need to take it as number 1, because this is the first one we are retrieving the data. This is the first content, so that here we need to use that image. So if you have used here asterisk, then here you can use it the ninth the column of the image. So here now our image, see here, now the image is displayed in our tabular form. Okay, now see, I will just remove this image asterisk. Okay, now I will give this as 1. Okay, and refresh it. See, the image is there, so there is no difference max. But here you can use a asterisk, or you can select a specialized content whatever you need to retrieve from the database. Okay, now this is a one way. Here we will display the customers. Now another way means another way, here instead of the tabular form we can use the, I will show that we can use this cards. Now here, see, this is in the index page. Okay, this is in the index page, so you can copy this template. Okay, you can copy this template instead of this source of this image. What we need to do, what we have written this, see here we have written the display code. Okay, in the customer tables also, see in this image source what we have given. So simply you need to give that source in that image page. Okay, in this image source we need to give that link, and here we need to display the data. So how to use this template from here, and we need to use that in our admin view customers table. So I will show you. See, now we need to copy this template first, so it is in the index page. So we need to go to index page first. Okay, see here I have index page. Inside this, see, this is automotive engineering and our capturing market services, that only, right? So I will take this entire section. Okay, see here till this section I am taking and copying this, and in our admin customer below, okay, I let it be, the table will be in our page. Now below that table, after that section I am pasting it. Okay, see, we will see that whether it is working in our admin view customer tables or not. Okay, what is password root? Yeah, okay, now see in our view customers, see, this is a tabular form and this is the cards, where we use the cards to display the customers data. Now here we don't need of all this, like, okay, our capturing market sectors or who these headings, and here by using simple one template it's enough. Okay, here we don't need of all these elements because these are all in the static. Okay, so simply they will give some data, some random images and some random data, so it will not change according to the dynamically, it doesn't change. But here pay this customers will get registers. Okay, they will get registered and the customers will be increased. So by using the while loop we can use this one template and we can get more customers. We can display the all the customers dynamically based on our whatever the customers numbers are there, we can display all those. So here first we need to delete all this content and we need to delete these both content also. So for that, see, our capturing market sector, this is an header, right? And where it's ending, here it is ending. So I am just removing that. Okay, I have removed that. And now this is the first template, right? For automotive engineering, this is automotive engineering, this is in a first card. So after the first card, whatever the cards we have, and deleting and just removing that. Okay, I am just removing that elements. Now when I saved it and see, I am check, when I check, see here I have only single card. Now I need to use this card to display the whoever the customers are registered and whoever are with this industry project, the customers. Here we need to display it like this in the card to for better presentation. Okay, now here we need to do same process as whatever here we are doing. Whatever here we are, what we are doing here, by using the prepare statement we are retrieving all the data from the customer table. So first thing, here also we need to do same. Here also we need to do the same process, like we need to use prepare statement. Okay, see Nana, here you can use a try block also, and here also you can use a try block also, because we use a try block methods. Okay, here we use a try block because any exception occurs, it will be displayed in our, okay, it will be displayed in our console. So for that reason I am taking try block. It is a best practice. Okay, you need to practice all these try blocks. Okay, after that prepare statement pss. Okay, I'm taking pss, not the ps, because here already we have used that variable pss. So don't get confused. Okay, con dot prepare statement, the same query. We need to select every customer, right? So every customer and every data. So select everything from customer table. Okay. Now after that, what we need to use the result set. So I am here using RSS instead of RS. Okay, because we use RS previously in the table data. PS dot execute query. Okay, we can use only either one of it. No need of these cards and tables. For your understanding, I have not removed this table data. Okay, for your understanding, I am showing with both the cases, like we can use a table and we can use a cards also. Okay, now this executed this query. Now after executing, we will go through the RS by looping it. Okay, now inside this loop, we need to write this code. Okay, inside this loop we need to write this code. Like what we need to do is control X, and inside this is Java code. So you need to end this Java code and open it again. In between ending and opening, we need to write the JSP code. Now, okay, here we are. Now see, this is in the while loop. Okay, now the result set, we can get that result set and we can use that result set here. Now in the place of here, I'm showing automotive engineering, right? So in the place of automotive engineering, I will, okay, I'm by using expression tag, I will show there his name, the customer name, full name. So I will use rs dot get string of where the in our customer table, in our customer table, his full name was in the second column. So I will use it second column. Okay, now see, just I am saving it and we will check whether it's working or not, and I will refresh it. Okay, see, it's not showing because there is some error. Why? Because see, here I am using rs, but here I have used rss. So here we need to show r, here we need to take rss, and here we need to take the rss. See, now I get the error here, right? So here in the below in our console, it will show you that error. Okay, see, operation not allowed after the result set close. Why? Because here I use rs, but that rs was closed here itself. Okay, the scope of the rs will be in that while loop itself. So for that reason, it's showing me error. Okay, so that is the reason I am saying this try and catch block is very useful. Now here we use rss.getString, right? Now I'm saving it, and when I refresh it here, see here I can get, here I am getting the two datas. Okay, why? Because it is why it loops through every data present in the customer. Okay, it has every data. Now it will loops through every data, and here in our customer table we have two customers. So for that reason, it is displaying the two customers by we just use the name of it. Okay, here Banu and here Radhakrishna. Okay, now it is getting in the column because we need to give that row in the above way. Now here we have Rave, and when I refresh it again, okay, single service, I will use this. Okay, don't worry about all these things. Okay, I will show you, or else what we need to do is X. Why it's showing us two contains? Okay. Oh, and this is where, okay. Mm, oh, it's getting in a big way. Oh, sorry. Mm, okay. Now we need to remove this. I'm going to save it here. Let's remove this. I'm going to save it here. See, I will check this. Yeah, now see. Okay, here we are getting the two customers. Okay, now we retrieve his name. Here we retrieve his name, and what we need to retrieve, so we need to retrieve along with this like his email, and we need to here we are showing all his data, right? Like his email and his mobile number, date of birth, and his image. So here, see, here we're displaying the image in this tabular form. Now here we can display that image in this place. Here we can replace this image. How we need to replace means, here see, here he has using image, and here he is using the source as image and s1. The nothing but in this image folder we have the one s1 image, so statically we are displaying that image. Okay, now here we need to give the source of the particular customer. So here we previously done, okay, we use admin customer view page by we are sending that uh, we are sending the ID of the customer. Now for the same here also we need to use that link, but instead of rs, here we will use the rss link. Now whether it will works or not, we will check, and I'm giving in the alt error. Okay, no need to give the width and height, okay, because this is a where this is a class inbuilt where they have used all the width and heights. See now, okay, see here we have the school image, okay, for the Radhakrishna, and here we have different images. Okay, now after that what we need to do, we need to take all the data and we need to display it in the place of this. Okay, now I am removing it, and instead of, okay, now see here I will display one header. Okay, and I think I use the h5 header, and inside that I'm giving the header name, okay, email, and here I will retrieve the data of his email, that is nothing but rss dot get string of 3. Okay, now we see I am saving it, and when I refresh it, see these are both in the same color like email and Radha, but here we need some difference between the header and what is a value. So for that, here inside the h I'm using bold tag, bold tag b. Okay, now I'm saving it, and here I will refresh it. See, okay, now here we can get the email. Okay, and here we are getting the difference between what is the name and what is the actual value. Now here you can see there is a difference between the both the images, because they inbuiltly set the image value as an auto, like whatever the image they are using, they are uploading, we need to display that image. So that here to like to maintain the exact image for all the customers, so we can use simply, we can use a whatever the customized links, like around some 300 pixel customized images, you can use the size of that, like some 350 pixel. I'm saving it and I'm refreshing it. See, and instead of 350 I use some 250, and here I use some 200. Saving it and see, okay, see here the name is going to start with the same lines, and here We need to understand this image is different and this image is different, but the size was same. Okay, now after displaying these details, so I will use this same h5 to display all the content like email, and what we have: email, mobile number, date of birth, and what we have: mobile number, date of birth, address. Okay, so inside this p tag also we can show that address, and after that, okay, I'll use here only address, pin code, and here we have the status of whether his status was accepted or not. Here you no need to display the status also, simply you can give the actions also. So I will explain that actions. Before that, here we need to clear some names here. Instead of email, what we have: email, mobile. Here I will display it as date of birth. Okay, now after the date of birth we have the address. In the address itself we can include the pin code, or else you can separately you can use a pin code. Now for the mobile, what is a column number? 1 2 3 4 5, fifth column, right? So here I'm using the fifth and the sixth, seven, and eighth. Okay, now let's check whether it's working fine or not. I'm refreshing it. See, here we are getting his name, email, mobile number, date of birth, address, and pin code. Okay, now after that, what we need to display here? Here we have the same data, and here we have the same data. But here, based on the status, here we are displaying the accept and reject. But when the status was accepted only, so here we don't need to show this accept and reject buttons again. So I will implement that in this cards. Now how means here in this here I am using one string status equals to, and I am storing what is the status of that particular customer by using string. And what is the status column number? Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and the status column is 10. So I will get the status and it will be stored in the status variable. Now here I will use the scriptlet tags, because here I need to check whether if status, okay, if status dot equals to, if status dot equals to ignores case, here I'm using accepted. Okay, so if the status was accepted, so here I need to show him here in this page. Here I need to show him the button one that is nothing but accepted button. So okay, now inside this I need to use the scriptlet tags again, because I need to write it here. I'm taking one button. Okay, I'm taking one button and I am telling him to do like accept, and here for button I'm using some class. So that class will be some generic button, or else 1 2 3 4, wait 1 second, I will use accepted, right? So I will use this primary button, admin customers and customers. So here he don't need to do any functionalities like accepted button. So I will disable this I will disabling this. Okay. Now here we will check once. See, based on the status of this person, it has shown me accepted button. But when I clicking it, it didn't working, because I have disabled that button. Same as it is like that, like else if condition. here we need to check whether his status was equals to accepted or rejected. First we have completed with the accepted, so I am taking one rejected button. Now here, if it is rejected, so I am using the same button here, and I will give the change that accepted to rejected. And here in place of primary I will give the danger so that it will have some different color. See, this is in the rejected way. Okay, and I think some danger. Okay, see, this is in the rejected way. Now, and I will take this as empty, some space to his stop. Like here, see in the accepted above, it didn't have any space between the pin code and this button. So I have used a class in the empty. This is margin top too. So when I save it, see there is some gap. So same as this. So here I can use the pi so that it is giving me the gap, and here also I can take that margin top as pi. Okay, so here, see, for actually for looking like for a presentation way, this is the best way you can show the customers details, and based on the status we can give the same accept or reject buttons. If the status was a pending, then else, here we use a else, here we use a else, and same here we use the links, right? Here we have used the links for the accept and reject buttons, so we can use those links. So here I will use those links, okay, and I'm saving it. See, because these status is rejected, it is showing rejected. That so I will change that rejected to pending in the database. So just for your understanding, I'm changing that status, and see here I refresh it. Oh, sorry. Why it get means here we are using rs, and here also we use rs, so it's getting error. And here I will use some mt5, and so okay, I will check this once. Okay, and when I refresh it, see here I get the accept and reject button because the status was in the pending stage. And here also I will give the mt5, and I'm saving it. See, okay. Now, one second. See, here, here we are displaying the status. Okay, based on the status, we are displaying the actions. But here we didn't implement it. If the it is pending only, then only we need to show the accept and reject buttons. But if it is accepted, then here we need to show the only accepted button. So in the tabular form, in the tabular data, I didn't implemented that. But in the cards, okay, here I implement, here I didn't show the status of the particular customer. By directly, if the status was pending, then he will get the button of accept and reject buttons. Okay, if the if the status was accepted, then he will get it as accepted, and if the status was rejected, then it will be showed as a rejected button. So we will see this one, see the profile rejected successfully, and see here we will get the rejected button. So this is how we will use the cards to our utilizations, or based on our requirements we can use this cards like this. And here we can display our data, and we can display whatever the images you need, and based on the status also you can use these buttons like accept, reject, or if the whatever you need you can display it by using this template. Okay, here you get understanding of how to display the image in the tabular form, and how we can use the cards also. So better you try with the cards only, don't use this table, because it will be it will be good looking for the any person if we use this view customer stats. So it will be better presentation to show the customers data. Okay, this is how you need to use these cards. Okay, now, okay, this is a class for today. I think mostly here we are using status, and here we are not displaying it, but based on the status only, we are showing these buttons. Okay, this is yeah. I think this is enough for today's class. Okay. Now, if you have uh, doubts regarding anything, you can ask me, Nana. Okay. And if you are good with this today's class, you can drop off from the class. Okay. Thank you. Stop recording.